Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Psychology of Happiness. Give this video a thumbs up and share your thoughts or experiences in the comments. Your support truly helps others discover the wisdom they need. Have you found yourself spending more and more time in bed lately? Just lying there, unable to do much of anything? Do you feel constantly tired and drained, without the energy to get even basic tasks done? Maybe you've started to think you're just lazy. But what if I told you it's not laziness at all? There's actually a fine line between what we call laziness and what's known as burnout, a dangerous state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion that stems from prolonged stress and our inability to cope with it. According to a 2010 national survey, nearly 75% of adults in the United States have experienced burnout symptoms, and in over 40% of those cases, the symptoms were serious. Now more than ever, understanding the real signs of burnout has become crucial. So here are 6 unmistakable signs that what you're experiencing isn't laziness, it's burnout. 1. You feel disconnected from everything. Do you move through your day like you're on autopilot, numb and detached, even from yourself? One of the earliest and most confusing signs of burnout is a psychological phenomenon called depersonalization. You may feel like you're floating outside your body, watching life pass by without feeling truly present. Things that used to excite you now leave you empty. You don't feel like yourself anymore. And that growing sense of helplessness, it's not weakness, it's a red flag. 2. You were once a self-starter. Laziness is typically a stable personality trait, but burnout, it creeps in. If you were once ambitious, proactive, and full of energy, but now find yourself exhausted, indifferent, and unmotivated. This isn't a sudden identity shift, it's burnout taking root. Your past drive didn't just vanish, it's buried beneath layers of unprocessed stress. 3. Your passion has faded. Burnout doesn't just drain your energy, it steals your love for the things you once cherished. Maybe it was a creative outlet, a sport, or even your career. And now those things feel like obligations rather than sources of joy. Worse, you may feel resentment toward the very things you used to adore. Why? Because you poured everything into them until there was nothing left to give. 4. You're constantly irritated or moody. Have you noticed you're more short-tempered or overly emotional than usual, even over small things? Mood swings and irritability are classic yet overlooked signs of burnout. You feel emotionally volatile and don't understand why. It's important to note that this doesn't align with typical laziness. Lazy people often appear calm or indifferent, but burnout makes you feel like you're emotionally unraveling, minute by minute. 5. You've stopped taking care of yourself. Another serious warning sign is neglecting your own well-being. If your eating or sleep habits have changed, if you've stopped caring about your appearance, if even basic hygiene or social interaction feels exhausting. It's not about being lazy, it's about being emotionally depleted. Burnout strips you of the bandwidth to care about yourself, others, or anything at all. And the most telling difference? You weren't always like this. 6. It happened slowly, not overnight. Burnout isn't like flipping a switch. It's a gradual descent through 5 stages: the honeymoon phase, onset of stress, chronic stress, burnout, and finally, habitual burnout. By the second stage, things like motivation, performance, and emotional clarity begin to deteriorate. By the final stage, the exhaustion is so entrenched that it begins to feel permanent. And that's where burnout becomes dangerous, leading to anxiety, depression, and long-term damage to your mental and physical health. But here's the good news. The earlier you recognize it, the sooner you can reverse it. If any of this resonates with you, know this: you are not broken and you are not alone. Burnout is real, it's painful, and it's treatable. Please reach out to a mental health professional if you're experiencing these signs. And if this video helped you in any way, leave us a comment, like the video, and subscribe to Psychology of Happiness for more empowering content. Your journey toward healing starts with one small, courageous step.